Okay, everybody, this lesson is problem solving using systems of linear equations. So by now we've solved systems using the substitution property and the elimination property. And I find I like the elimination property the best, unless I have like y equals an equation or x equals an equation. On those ones, I'll definitely use the substitution one, but when it's not in that form, I try to use the elimination. Okay, so here's some problem solving stuff here, you guys. So here we go. Let's try and solve these set of problems here. So 3 times the number of dollar bills plus 4 times the number of $5 bills equals 41 bills altogether. Write an equation. Okay, so I'm going to just do D for dollars and F for $5. Okay, and so D will be the number of dollar bills and F will be the number of $5 bills. Okay, so 3 times my dollar bills, that would be 3D, plus 4 times the $5 bills, that would be 5D, will equal 41 bills altogether. Okay, so that's what I have right there. So 3 times the number of dollar bills plus 4 times the number of $5 bills equals 41 bills altogether. Okay, now the next part says, same kind of thing, 5 times the number of dollar bills plus, so that would be 5D, plus 2 times the number of $5 bills, so that would be 2F, will equal 45, okay? And then now we're going to take these two equations and we're going to solve this system of equations right here. So that's what number 3 says, is to solve that system of equations. Okay, so we can look at these guys and make these both 15 and negative 15D, or make these both 4F and 4F. Now I should have done that, and I don't know why, but I changed them to 15. You'll get the same answer, you guys. I don't care. I'll probably do the F's in class tomorrow, but well, I'm going to get the 15D by multiplying this equation times 5, and I'll get me 15D. I just got to multiply this by 5 and this by 5. And then if I take this equation and multiply it by negative 3, that'll get me a negative 15. And then this times negative 3 will be a negative 6. And then this times negative 3, let's see, 45 times negative 3 is 135, a negative 135. Okay, and so what I did is I did 3 times 40 is 120, 3 times 5 is 15, and I added 120 to 15. Watch this. 5 times 40, well 5 times 4 is 20, so 5 times 40 is 20 with a 0, 200. And then 5 times the additional 1 right there would be 5, so that would be 205. Okay, so here I distributed those through right there. Okay, so you can take some time and just see what I did. I did 5 times this, 5 times this, 5 times this, and then negative 3 times that, negative 3 times that, negative 3 times that. So just make sure you wrote them down and you got them correctly. Now they're ready to go ahead and add, because those 15D and the negative 15D will cancel each other out. So I'm going to go ahead and add. There we go. And then 20F plus a negative 6F is 14F. Okay? And when I subtract these guys, I get 70. All right, and then 14 times 5 equals 70. I do know that, you guys. So when we divide by 14, we get F equals 5. All right, we're going to plug F back up into any equation. You can plug them into these guys, or these guys. I think I'm going to plug it right there because I like these small numbers right here. So I'm going to plug it right there next to that 2 right there. Okay, so here it is right there. All right, so 2 times 5 is 10. Going to subtract 10 from both sides and then divide by 5, so 5 goes into 35 7 times. Okay, so D was the number of dollar bills, so we have $7 bills, and F was the number of $5 bills, so we have $5 bills. Okay, so that means there's $7 bills and $5 bills. Let me take that up there. All right, so number 4, how much money is that? Well, if we have 7 $1 bills and 5 $5 bills, and 7 times 1 plus 5 times 5, I get 32 bucks you have. Okay? All right. So let's try this one here, you guys. So ants have 6 legs and spiders have 8 legs. Altogether, you have a collection of spiders and ants, and they total 150 legs. Whoa, boy, that sounds fun. When I was a kid, my dad used to call me Johnny Bug Boy. I used to collect bugs, and yes, I used to collect ants and spiders. That was cool. Anyway, I know you guys are going, ooh, So write an equation using x for the number of ants and y for the number of spiders. Okay, all right, so x is the number of ants and y is the number of spiders. Now remember, for 150 legs, each ant has 6 legs. So I'm going to put a 6 with all the ants. So since we have x ants, there's going to be 6 times x legs. And since we have y spiders, there's going to be, spiders have 8 legs, so there's going to be 8 times y spiders. And there's 150 altogether. So 6x plus 8y equals 150. Okay, now this one says when the number of your ants quadruple, that means times 4, and the number of your spiders triples, that means times 3, then you're going to have 72 insects altogether. Okay, so if we have x a number of ants and we have y number of spiders, then if we multiply it times 4, 4x would be the quadruple, we have that many ants. And then if we triple the spiders, then we'd multiply that by 3, and that would triple the spiders, and that would mean we'd have 72 bugs in all. Oh boy. Okay, so 4x plus 3y equals 72. All right, now check out this blue equation, check out this red equation. Guess what's going to happen? It's going to ask us to solve for x and solve the system. Okay, so there's those two equations right there. Now, I can make these both 12x and negative 12x, or 24y and negative 24y, and I'm going to choose the 12s right here. So I'm going to multiply the top equation by 2 and the bottom equation by negative 3 right there. So here I get a positive 12x, and then here I'll get a negative 12x. So here I'm going to get 12 times, or 2 times 6x is 12x, 2 times 8y is 16y, and then 2 times 150 is 300. So there's that right there. And then negative 3 times 4x is negative 12x. Negative 3 times 3y is negative 9y. And then negative 3 times 72, and I did that earlier, that was 216, so it's a negative 216. Okay, now these guys are ready to add together, because those guys are going to cancel out right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and add those together, and we get 7y equals 84. 7 times 12 equals 84. So now we're going to substitute 12 back up into, I'm going to put it in this equation right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So 4x plus 3 times 12. 3 times 12 is 36. So we'll take away 36 on both sides, and we get 72 minus 36 is 36. And 4 goes into 36 9 times. Okay, so in this equation, I think we'll have 9 ants in the beginning and 12 spiders in the beginning. Okay, doesn't that sound fun? Okay, I'll see you guys in class, and take care, you guys.